China's airport construction is accelerating. Nowadays, more and more small cities in China are entering the airport era, and some provinces have achieved city-to-city airport access. In 2023 alone, the newly opened airports include Hunan Xiangxi Border Town Airport, Hunan Anyang Hunkik Airport, Sichuan Longzhong Ancient City Airport, Shaanxi Shuozhou Ziruan Airport and Tibet Ali Pulan Airport. In 2024, more airports will be opened one after another. Small cities without airports must have airports, and large cities with existing airports must continue to renovate and expand, such as Urumqi Daiwapu International Airport and Kunming Changshui International Airport. As for megacities, they must benchmark international metropolises such as London and Tokyo and build dual airports. The 14th Five-Year Plan of the Civil Aviation Administration of China shows that the number of civil transport airports in China will increase from 241 in 2021 to 270 in 2025. By the end of 2023, China will have 259 civil transport airports, which means that by the end of next year, China will need to add 11 more airports. China's airports are being built more and more. Let's take a closer look in this video. From the perspective of provinces, Xinjiang, which currently ranks first, is still stepping up its efforts to expand the number of airports. According to the plan, by 2025, 37 civil transport airports will be built and under construction in the Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region. During the same period, the number of civil transport airports in the country will reach more than 270. This means that the number of civil transport airports in Xinjiang alone accounts for about 1/7 of China. As of 2023, Xinjiang has 27 airports, and 2 new airports will be put into operation in 2024. The main reason is that Xinjiang has a large area. Xinjiang has an area of 1.6649 million square kilometers, which is about the size of 3 France. The distance from Altai to Kashgar is about 2,000 kilometers, which is equivalent to the distance from Beijing to Kunming, Yunnan. If you only rely on cars, trains, and other means of transportation, not only will the journey take a long time, but the construction cost is also high, so airports become a necessity. Sichuan Province, which already has 17 airports, is also an airport a big brother. Since 2018, it has built 7 airports at an average rate of more than 1 airport per year. According to the plan, by 2025, the number of completed and under construction civil transport airports in Sichuan will reach 22, and by 2035, Sichuan will have about 28 civil transport airports, and the goal of city-to-city airport is within reach. Sichuan and Xinjiang are similar in situation, with complex geographical environment and rich tourism resources. New airports can greatly shorten external accessibility. According to public information, Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region, Inner Mongolia Autonomous Region, and Sichuan Province have the most airports in China, with 27, 19, and 17 airports respectively. In terms of density, Inner Mongolia Autonomous Region and Guizhou Province have achieved city-to-city airports. Most provinces, cities, and autonomous regions have less than 10 airports. Guangdong Province, which ranks first in GDP, is also actively building new airports. On July 17, Guangdong News disclosed that the Civil Aviation Administration of China has recently approved the site selection of Yangjiang Airport and agreed to use Shuangping as the preferred site of Yangjiang Airport, striving to start construction in 2025. The Pearl River Delta Hub, new Guangzhou Airport project located in Gaoming, Foshan will start construction this year, which means that after Beijing, Shanghai, and Chengdu, Guangzhou will also enter the dual airport mode. Why is Guangdong province desperately building airports? Simply put, the existing airports are not enough. According to statistics from the Civil Aviation Administration of China, in the 2023 ranking of China's civil transport airport throughput, Guangzhou ranked 16.8 million passengers, ranked first, 10 million more than the second-ranked Shanghai. However, the number of airports in Guangdong ranks 9th in the country, with only 9 civil airports in 21 cities, and more than half of the cities do not have their own airports. In contrast, Sichuan province has 17 civil transport airports in 21 cities, Shandong province has 10 civil airports in 16 cities, Jiangsu province has 9 airports in 13 cities, and Zhejiang province has 7 civil airports in 11 cities. In addition to the number of airports, Guangzhou, as a city in the first echelon of international aviation hub layout with Beijing and Shanghai, also needs the help of dual airports. Excellent airport bosses are still working hard. How can other cities be willing to lie flat? As a super traffic entrance, the airport is not only the support of the airport economy and the hub of transportation, but also a city's business card, reflecting the city's energy level and economic development level. However, the number of airports owned by some provinces and cities does not seem to match its title. Hunan Province, which has the largest registered population and the third largest permanent population in China, has only 5 airports in 17 cities, located in Zhengzhou, Luoyang, Nanyang, Xinjiang, and Anyang. Compared with the airport density of 0.47 airports per 10,000 square kilometers in Hunan Province, 211,800 square kilometers corresponding to 10 airports, Hunan Province has only 0.29 airports per 10,000 square kilometers. 167,000 square kilometers corresponding to 5 airports. As a populous province, each airport serves an average of 19.63 million people, with annual passenger transportation of up to 600 million times. Therefore, it has become an important issue to actively increase the number of airports and establish a pattern of airports with multiple branch lines in parallel. According to the plan, by 2035, Hunan Province will have more than 10 civil transport airports, forming a 1+3+N civil transport airport layout with Zhengzhou International Aviation Hub as the core, Luoyang, Nanyang and Anyang as the 3 major branch airports, and Xinjiang, Shangqiu, Pingdingshan, Zhoukou, Huangchuan, Sanmenxia and other branch airports as nodes. Hunan is located in the Central Plain, where 2 major railway arteries, the Beijing-Guangzhou line and the Longhai line, intersect. Road and rail transportation are very convenient, and airport construction has become a key factor in promoting regional economic development. The number and quality of airport construction directly affect a city's business exchanges, logistics and aviation industries, cultural travel, and economic development. Hunan Province is the leader in high-speed rail in every city, but compared with Hubei Province, which is also a large province in the central region and has 8 civil transport airports, it is somewhat stretched. As the largest professional cargo airport in the country, Hubei's Zhouhuahu Airport directly competes with Zhengzhou's airport-type national logistics hub. Recently, the feasibility study report of Shangqiu Airport project has been approved by the National Development and Reform Commission. It will be built according to the 4C standard of civil aviation feeder line. After completion, it will become the 6th civil airport in Hunan province. If the number of airports in Hunan makes some netizens unjust, there is another place that makes many netizens uneasy: Suzhou City, Jiangsu Province. As the second largest province in China's economy, Jiangsu has 9 airports, but Suzhou, known as the strongest prefecture-level city, has never had a large civil aviation airport. Recently, Nantung City, Jiangsu Province announced that it will become the construction site of Shanghai's third airport, which has pushed Suzhou, which has never had an airport, to the forefront again. In fact, Suzhou has been working hard to build an airport. During the National II sessions in March 2019, Suzhou submitted a proposal to promote airport planning and construction. In September 2020, the Ministry of Transport's official website indicated that it would accelerate the planning and construction of Suzhou Airport. In November 2023, the Jiangsu Provincial Department of Transportation issued the Implementation Plan for the 5-year Action Plan for Accelerating the Construction of a Strong Transportation Country, 2023-2027, which clearly mentioned actively promoting the planning and construction of transport airports in Suzhou. Suzhou is located in the densely populated and economically developed Yangtze River Delta region. Looking around it, it can be said that airports are everywhere. Shanghai Pudong International Airport, Shanghai Hongqiao International Airport, Hangzhou Shaoshan International Airport, Nanjing Lukou Airport, etc. The existence of the Yangtze River Delta Airport cluster makes Suzhou look eclipsed. The army has not been built, but food and grass can be sent first. Although Suzhou does not have its own airport yet, it can first have its own terminal code, SZO. This means that Suzhou has become the origin and destination of international routes, just like Beijing Capital Airport (PEK) and Shanghai Pudong International Airport (PVG). Passengers can quickly search for Suzhou through the ticket purchasing platform. Passengers at Suzhou City Terminal can take a bus directly to nearby airports such as Pudong, Hongqiao Airport, and Shuofang Airport. According to the data of the Civil Aviation Administration of China, the passenger transport volume in 2023 will be 620 million, a year-on-year increase of 146%. In the first half of 2024, the total civil aviation passenger transport volume will be about 350 million, a year-on-year increase of 23.6%. According to forecasts, the passenger transport volume in 2024 is expected to set a new record. The new civil aviation travel demand corresponds to a huge scale of airport construction. According to our statistics, China is currently building more than 20 new airports. Among them, there are high-level 4F airports, such as Hohhot Chilichuan International Airport and Xiamen Xiang'an International Airport, but most of them are 4C level feeder airports located in border areas such as Xinjiang and Yunnan, as well as new airports built by checking for deficiencies in some cities in central and eastern provinces. In general, the construction of airports in the West is aimed at external access and facilitating local transportation, while the construction of airports in the central and eastern regions is mainly aimed at stimulating the economy. In addition to the construction of new airports, the renovation and expansion of a number of existing airports are also underway intensively. For international aviation hub airports are leading the way, namely Guangzhou Baiyun Airport, Urumqi Daiwapu International Airport, Shanghai Pudong Airport and Kunming Changshui International Airport. More than 10 regional hub airports follow, including Lanzhou Zhongchuan International Airport, Taiyuan Wusu International Airport, etc. With the increase in airport passenger volume, the construction and renovation and expansion of airports in various places have made the civil aviation transportation strength even stronger, becoming the main force to ensure the infrastructure of civil aviation transportation services. Guangzhou's stable position in the ranks of first-tier cities is inseparable from its positioning as China's largest aviation gateway hub facing Southeast Asia and even Africa. The popularity of Xinjiang travel has soared all the way, and it would be difficult to cope without sufficient aviation airport construction. Inland cities such as Chengdu and Zhengzhou can be major foreign trade provinces, which is not unrelated to the new pattern opened up by aviation logistics. Desperately building airports is not only a measure to meet the needs of civil aviation passengers and improve basic transportation, but also an opportunity for a city to strive for development. However, whether there is an opportunity or not cannot determine everything. After all, without an airport, it can also be the strongest prefecture-level city. By the end of 2023, China has a total of 26 trillion GDP cities, corresponding to 31 airports, of which Shanghai, Beijing, and Chengdu each have 2 airports. Chongqing has 5 airports. Chongqing/Jiangbei, Wanzhou/Wuqiao, Tianjiang/Wulingshan, Chongqing/Wushan, and Chongqing/Xianishan, and Suzhou and Dongguan have no airports. Therefore, the construction of airports does not entirely depend on the local economic development level, but also needs to consider travel demand, social benefits, coverage, and other factors. The goal of building 270 airports by 2025 is already in sight, and more Chinese cities are entering the airport era. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more great content. See you next time.